Do you love sloppy joes? Of course you love sloppy joes. Who don't love sloppy joes? Matter of fact, that's what Bryson asked for. He wants some sloppy joes. And I got to thinking, no, I don't want to make a typical, just everyday sloppy joe. Nothing wrong with them, but I just didn't want to make that. So today we're going to put a little twist on an old classic. We're going to make a sloppy joe pasta. I kind of thought, hey, let's make some sloppy joe. Let's put a little twist to it, add some things here and there, make it a little different, see how it turns out. So here we are. This is what we're doing. And that is the really fun thing I love about doing cooking out here is just changing things up, trying new things. If it don't work, we won't do that no more. But if it does work, we're like, hey, maybe we're on to something. So go on and fire up that Blackstone and get that thing heating up because, well, Bryson is inside waiting on this supper. And if you're going to cook this, well, your family's waiting too. So let's get things cooking. Y'all, there's that white smoke. You know what that means? It means it's time to get some groceries down on this griddle. I got a bunch of hamburger meat right here, some 80-20 ground chuck. Toss it right on that griddle. Got some diced yellow onion. Toss it in there too. And let's get the mixing all together. Now, I'm going to wait to add some seasoning so I drain off the grease because I don't want to lose a lot of flavor in that grease. But we are going to season all this up. But right now, that onion is smelling good, that's for sure. So let's get all this chopped up. And we're going to season it up. Because it's sure smelling good already with just them onions. So now let's just slide everything over a little bit. Kind of let it slow cook over here. And break out the meatballs. These are just frozen, home-style meatballs. Not Italian, no flavor, just regular meatballs. And yeah, I'm going to put them straight on this grill top. Get them to cooking. Just roll them around a little bit. Get in some of that hamburger grease that was over here. That's right, we're going to have meatballs in our sloppy joes. Who ever heard of sloppy joe meatballs? Oh yeah, it won't take long for this to come together. This meat's browning up and them onions cooking on down. These meatballs starting to cook on up. Loving how this has come together already. Now it's just a matter of just kind of keeping this mixed up over here, keeping it cooking. Chop it up as it cooks. Break all that ground beef up. Then come in here and just roll these meatballs around. Getting them warmed up, cooked on every side. That's all we got to do right now. Won't be long. This hamburger meat is pretty much done right now, and these meatballs are getting real close. So let's move things around a little bit. I'm gonna slide all the meatballs over here to this side. Kind of let them finish doing their thing over here. Love that color they're getting on them things too. I love that right there. Hamburger meat. Just gonna take it up. Just kind of drain it off. Drain any grease that may be in there. Bring it over here. Look at all that nasty grease coming out of there. We don't want that grease in our sloppy joes. I don't want no greasy sloppy joes. You want sloppy joe, not greasy sloppy joes. Let's get all this grease out of here. Now we'll take this old nasty grease right here and down the back it'll go. Get rid of it. Now we're left with some delicious ground beef. Well, not really delicious yet. There's no seasoning in it. Let's fix that. I don't measure anything. I just mix what I think's right, add to it, change it up. So there's no measurements to what I'm doing. We're going to start off with a lot of ketchup. Base of any good sloppy joe is ketchup. And get them old nasty sounds going too. Let's try that much right there. Need mustard. Gotta have mustard. Ketchup and mustard is a must. Then, need some onion powder. Now, as far as how much, like I said, I don't measure. And I'm sure I'll have to tweak it here in just a minute, but we're gonna try it. Garlic powder and chili powder. And we're gonna mix this up and see how bland it really is. It's not sloppy yet. Smelling like a sloppy Joe though, I'm not gonna lie. It's already smelling like a sloppy Joe. Kind of looking like one already, ain't it? Let's try a little piece of it and see what we got here. It's got plenty of ketchup. Needs more mustard. There we go. Come on out, mustard. Definitely need more mustard. More chili powder. More everything, actually, except for ketchup. Onion powder. And some garlic powder. Let's try that. See if this makes it any better. Well, my official taste tester came out here before we started mixing everything together. So I want to make sure, because I think it's okay. But if it ain't kid approved, it ain't going to be family approved. So let's see if it's kid approved.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, yeah, it's good. Well, tell them. That's how you do it. Let's mix everything together. Now that we know this tastes right, bringing our meatballs over here. Adding a bunch of meatballs. Have some sloppy joes and meatballs. That just sounds good. It looks good too. Sloppy joes and meatballs. And sloppy meatballs. Now, we have something else to add to it. Our pasta. Now, I did go ahead and boil up the penne pasta, and it's cold now. And I don't know how much we're going to need, but I'm just going to add a bunch in. See how it works out. This is actually I boiled 1 pound box of it, not knowing how much I'd need. Let's try that much right there. Let's see how this works out. I think that's going to be a good kind of a mixture of the right amount for each. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but either way, it looks right. The amount looks right. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. I ain't gonna lie. The whole time I've been making this, I've been thinking sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe, yeah. You know, you have to. All right, it's time. Take it up. So grab you a big old platter like I have right here, and let's get it off this griddle. Now, honestly, it is sloppy Joe. It's not as sloppy as I want it to be. And there it is, y'all. Well, almost. Let's go over here and finish it up. Come on. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie. It's not as sloppy as I want it to be, but it's gonna be good. My problem is I ran out of ketchup and stuff like that. So get more ketchup, but I'm not done with it. We're gonna make it cheesy. Because who wants cheese? You ever had cheese on sloppy Joe? You need to. If you hadn't, you need to. So we're gonna put some cheddar cheese on here, and then top it a little bit of parsley. Make it bougie. Gotta have bougie sloppy Joe pasta. And there you go. Done deal, y'all. Y'all check this out. Right off the bat, besides making it sloppier, I think I could have lifted on a griddle and melted this cheese down a little bit. But other than that, I do believe it turned out pretty good. Let's see if I can get somebody here to help me taste it out. Well, well, well. My official taste tester showed back up, didn't you? Well, I'm going to let you try it. Can I try it with you, though? I can? Okay. Well, you got everything in one scoop. How'd you do that? You're talented. All right, let's try it. Okay. I ain't mad at it. That's good. Still think it should be sloppier, though. What you think? Don't do like I do. Don't run out of ketchup. Make it sloppier. Make it less sloppier. Whatever. But honestly, this is good. Look, still eating it. You want a whole plate? You do? You can't have a whole plate. Anyhow, should they try this? They should. That's all you got to say about it. Kid, a few words. All I know is he keeps eating it. That means he must like it. So try this out for your family. Like I say, make it sloppier, obviously. Let me know if you do anything different. A lot of people have their own homemade recipes. I'd love to know if you have a homemade recipe for sloppy joes. If you don't, try this one out. I'm sure you'll like it. I'm really sure you, because look, kid approved. And so with that, I guess we need to take this inside, because he's going to sit there and eat the whole plate if he stays stay right here with it. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time.
Wait up.
Bring the food.